Location 2. Again, I got access. There's no signal. So it's pointless me staying in a location that's not got no signal. Hello. Yeah, I'm back. I've come back out. You know, I walked around the place. It weren't connecting. So, third location. If that don't work, I'm calling it a night there. So, 2 locations, access to both were available, but for some reason, yeah, as soon as I went in, it was gone. As soon as the camera actually went past the window ledge, it dropped. Yeah, it's okay. Thank you, Sarah. 2 locations. I'm going to head to third, and then that will be it. Call it a night if it don't get a signal. Oh, the third's another 10 minutes away for me. Oh, man. It's a shame as well. But I figured, you know, there's no point in me staying in the location if, sorry, no point in me staying at the location if I ain't going to get a signal, so, yeah. Oh, let's see what happens. Back off. And I've lost a little fluffy dead cat or whatever they're called. Oh my goodness, it's gonna blow. See that there? That was my radar to say ghost is close. It's really wilding me up like that. That's 2 locations, and both locations just can't get a signal. So what happened to these 5G towers that were, you know, meant to be the supreme connectors? It was saying I had 5G, and as soon as I entered, bam, gone. But the other week when I went live with Mike and Stu, it was brilliant. I was saying that it lost signal a few times, to be fair, but still managed to get some signal. Come on. Third location. This will be the final location. I've still got some footage to put out on the farmhouse, the farmhouse of sorrows. We all decided to leave cameras up while we went out for a break, like 10 minutes or so. And on the footage, got some really unique things that I really think you'd like to see. So not dust, no dust particles, you know, none of that spectral or dust. It's all audio based. You can hear what sounds like walking around and breathing, but we're all out of the building, which is very strange. So that will be up in the coming days. I might have to work on that tonight if this location doesn't work out. But at least I know first location I can get in. I can film there. I just can't do a live there, which I didn't want to do tonight. There's no point in me filming with my phone. I might as well bring the proper camera, you know, the good camera. It is one of those nights again. Oh man. But now it's starting to warm up. Let us know in the comments if you'd like to see us do some lives in graveyards, some old graveyards. So that'd be kind of cool. to this tonight as well, in that first location. The first location, I can tell you a little bit about it. So it's known to be haunted. It was built in the 1700s, and the spirits that were seen there, it's a dark figure that gets seen moving around on all levels of the property. A dark, tall figure with a top hat that gets seen on the ground floor, and a woman that's being seen there without a head. So a headless woman seen in the same property. So I was really looking forward to tonight. I was nervous as well because it's a very, very dangerous site. The people that brought the property, it was supposed to do it up, like bring it back to life, you know, but they decided to let it get into further ruin. So the actual council, I think, are trying to sue these people because it's like almost like done deliberately, so making to get that bad that it can't be repaired, so they have to knock it down, then they can build on the land. So because of that, it's just now sat, not much being done to it whatsoever. But yeah, I thought if I could get on, you know, I could get in, which I did, do a live. Just be careful where I walk, because there's a lot of dry rot in this place. And just yeah, just if the ghost is there, it will come to me. Paranormal walks. Oh man, should have just come straight up to Cannock Chase there. Search for you. Pop out behind Maximus's stone. Yeah, there's what's it called? Undertone, I think it's called. There's a new horror film coming out. It looks quite creepy, to be fair. This woman she's like doing a podcast from her house, and she gets sent some audio files, and every time she opens an audio file, things start happening in her house, and it intensifies with each file she opens. I think it's called Undertone. I'll have to look at it, but yeah, it looks terrifying. Very welcome, yeah. I'll have to, today I ain't going to be driving up Canada. Got work tomorrow, but I know it works a bit later on, but I was planning on getting back at maybe 1 o'clock today. But yeah, it's starting to rain now, actually, to be fair. Hopefully I get in this location. We've been in it a few times, so hopefully tonight. Yeah, not tonight. To be fair, there's a small church ruin just where I'm about to drive by it on the way to the third location. You know the third location anyway, Stu, when we met there, so that's the third location. I didn't really want to go back there so soon. But there's a church ruin on the way there with a few graves and a mausoleum, but there's no shelter, the roof's gone. So now it's starting to rain, that's also a possibility out the window. Just not my night tonight. I hope everyone's had a good day anyway. Oh, it just seems like these days just go too quick. They just keep flying. You know, the calendar just keeps shooting through. You should be working up to something, and it just passes. Every day is the same as the last. Yeah, I'm back. The location, no signal again. Yeah, so now I know 2 of them locations I can access, but yeah, no live feed. That's what I know I can't do in them locations. But the Poltergeist house, Kegworth house, I've just been inside there, walked around. Couldn't get a signal anywhere, and it appears that someone's been in there recently and just smashed glass everywhere. There's glass everywhere. It's ridiculous what people get up to. I don't even know where the glass came from. They must have brought it in with them. It's a bloody damn shame, that's for sure. So this location, what we're heading to now, farmer died of gangrene. He caught his leg, well, he got his leg caught in a bit of farm machinery, which caused him to catch an infection which caused led to gangrene, and then with gangrene he ended up dying a painful death. So we're going there, and just out back of his property, a young farmer that worked with him, he drowned in the river. 2 occasions we've been there, and we believe that possibly we was communicating with a female spirit. We don't know if the female died in the property, or she may have just lived there. She may have lived there a long time and had a big connection with the property. But it felt like twice, 2 occasions, it was a female. So through spirit box in the Faraday pouch, and I don't know, it's just one of them feelings as well. So hopefully tonight make contact. She might feel comfortable if I'm on my own. She might come a bit closer. You never know. As long as she don't crawl down the corridor at me backwards with her head span, she'll be alright. Yeah, because you just don't know your. Hello, Mystical Spooks Expeditions. Have you been out today at all? Let us know if you've ever had any experiences like that. Possibly not on a live, but when you've gone to locations and you've gone to one, you probably couldn't get access, and you go to another and you couldn't get access, and another. You spend the whole night just searching for somewhere to, you know, to do an investigation. But these 2, what I've just been to, I could get access to, just the live streams weren't having it. And I've got bloody hay fever, or some sort of dust allergies or something. Well, I've got work tomorrow, so hopefully it clears away by that. Last thing I want is to be dealing with customers and looking like I got the plague. This is one of the worst things. Yeah, we've done that on my what hour was that? So my 32nd birthday. Oh shit. Waving at someone from work, and they won't recognise me because I'm not in the work vehicle. Yeah, on my 32nd birthday, I decided, me and Dad, let's go Wales, let's go to these locations in Wales. On my birthday, we'd end up driving for 9 hours, all around Wales. Couldn't get nowhere. And I come back, it was early hours in the morning the next day. So that was my birthday on my 32nd. Well, we've done that in Scotland as well. We've drove all the way up Scotland, tried location. We got attacked to death by midges, so we moved to another location, attacked again by midges, to a point where there was thousands of them. And then we tried to go to the buffet, which was occupied. So then we decided, let's drive home, you know, because there's nowhere to go. So we ended up driving home the same day. So I was driving for 16 hours, and then I had to hand the car to my uncle, like the last hour in the drive, because I was starting to get really messed up head. Yeah, 16 hours on the road. That was the worst experience I've ever had. All in the name of paranormal. Try and get that evidence, to try and get the content going, you know, to try and bring you something new. It never seems to work out. The best locations just happen by chance. You know, we're driving by there, we spot something, and hey, let's try that instead. On the way to a different location, and it ends up being a better investigation. But yeah, if you're around on the 28th of this month, check out some posts, because we are headed to a location, a hired venue, and we'll be doing something there that you probably haven't seen on UK channels before. Don't want to smash them up. So I'm banging the mics about. It's connected to the mic system still. Yeah, you probably haven't seen on a UK channel before. You might have done, but I've not seen myself, and it would be very rare if it has happened. But yeah, we'll be doing something different. Hopefully it goes down well as well. In your head you envision one thing, but when you get there it changes, because you can't predict what other people are going to do. So you can only predict what you want out of an investigation. But when you're meeting up with people, it changes. All that goes out the window. Yes, that's true. That is very true. people do not see the lens. You can spend like, I don't know, the majority of the day traveling, just traveling alone, looking for locations, finding locations, probably not even driving, just searching for locations. And then you eventually find your location, you get to your location, you've got to film there, and then when you get back, you've got to, you know, go through all the footage and then restart editing it all, and it's just a long process, a long process. If you've got multiple cameras as well, that's double the time that you spent at location filming. So if you film there for like maybe 6 hours, you've got 2 cameras on the go for the majority of them 6 hours, or maybe even a static cam, that's like 12 hours of footage plus the static cam as well. So you've got a lot of footage to go through, a lot of audio to go through, and it's matching things up, and things can go wrong. I've had corrupt videos. I've been editing through videos and then suddenly they've just been lost. They've had corruption, and I don't know how that happens because I'm not a computer whiz, but I've lost complete investigations. But you just have to get over it. It's one of the things, it hits you and it like puts you down, and then you just got to carry on. We're all in it together anyway, we're all doing the same thing. So when my video gets lost, someone else's video goes out, I know it's not helping my channel, but it's helping, you know, keeping the paranormal moving, keeping people searching for the truth. And that's what I like to do. I like to help amplify other groups similar to my own beliefs. And then one day, yeah, we all help each other, you know. 'Cause that's what it's all about. We're people. We're all going to live the same short lifespans. So why hide things? Why hide things from others? And why fake things? There's too many fakers out there, and it ruins it for people like us. Too many guys out there trying to be the next, like, I don't know, Zach Bagans or Yvette Fielding. Right, near location. Hopefully tonight's the night where I catch a ghost. Catch a ghost. Alright. So I'm going to catch a farmer instead. Because that won't be nice, would it? There's a car here. There's a car here. Don't you all kind of get together and pin each other's places? Susan, some of us do. Some of us that get along and we trust each other. Let me just turn this light on quickly. Where's the light? Where's the light? Yeah, some of us do. When we trust each other, but there's a lot of negativity. It's hard to share, because if you share to the wrong people, it can cause bad things to happen, or they can share to the wrong people. So you have to have trust in the teams that you share with. And it's a shame, really, because there's more negative people out there than there are good people. There's people out there looking to cause trouble or looking to gain something from properties. But then there are the good people, and we're slowly finding the good people. Right, we seen Andy, Spooky Island. So he popped up in one of our comments a while back. So I thought, you know what, this guy looks good. He's doing good for the paranormal community. He looks legit, and then I invited him out. So from there, we just had a really good friendship connection, and we've been, you know, going halves on locations, on expensive locations, and yeah, we've just been helping each other out, and that really boosts each other. Not only has we boosted his channel, also boosted ours, because then now we're going out with more groups. And sorry, I'm just connecting the camera, but it all helps. It's all for the bigger cause. It's all for the bigger cause. Apologise, you have to look at my horrible face. Whoa, there we go. Right, third location. Let's see if we get anything, guys. Hopefully. Hopefully there isn't him. But yeah, it's all there to help. But locations are very hard to get hold of, and to keep them secure and safe. You don't want to be handing them out to everyone, because believe it or not, a lot of people message privately asking to, can we have the location? You know, after we've recorded at our place. And it's just unfair, all the hard work to find locations just to give it to some random people we don't know to trust or not. So we like to go and meet up, collab, you know, get to know each other, get to understand each other's groups and what our beliefs are, and yeah, make some good friends along the way. And then it helps. We're all in the same community anyway. We see you, Susan, in a lot of what we watch. A lot of what we watch, we see you in it. We see a lot of others. We're all connected. Too many places are just getting trashed. Yes, that's very true. Don't touch the electric fence. Oh, yes. Yes, do. I was about to try it as well. I was going to put my manly bits on it just to test it. Almost there. Another thing about being out alone, right, people, I'll have a light on shortly. Being out alone, you just don't know who's going to come up on you, or who could already be at location. I've been to a graveyard alone, started recording, walked round to the apex of the church, and there was a man there. He was awake, but he was in a sleeping bag. And his bag and everything was next to him. And I had a bit of a freaky moment. I thought, you know what, I've got to go. Can't be like walking around a graveyard while some guy knows I'm there. Wow. This is freaky, people. Let me just flip you around now, people. Hopefully my signal don't just go. Wow, this is creepy. Apologise, I'm breathing a little bit heavy, people. What, block sinus? Bet you we're not stuck behind that. That'd be freaky, wouldn't it? Oh my days, I just heard something. Oh, I just heard something then, people. That's your mum's house, huh? My mum don't live here. It feels like these stairs are just going to collapse. That room's dangerous. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to whack this light on. Give that extra coverage. Oh, flipping hell, just bang my bloody head. I know it's a good idea having this hard hat. I know that corridor, I'm feeling it, man. Just make sure no one's in the place first. Hearing some strange noises. So I head back down the corridor, start off on ground floor. See what happens. A weird feeling in here though, I swear there is. I know it's just, you know, it plays on your mind when you're alone in abandoned places. Oh, but this one, there's a feeling about this one. Yes, it did look like it was up to, and that's exactly the same as it was last time we was there, to be fair. Well, I'll start off downstairs. Oh, it stinks in here, man. Not gonna help me either, is it? All the mould and everything. Oh. Oh man, I apologise about the snivels. That's creepy. I can't remember that being smashed up in the middle of the room. Ooh. Yeah, and if Stu's still there, but Susie put a photo up earlier of that giant radiator. It is a massive radiator, it's about 12 foot long. Let's go and have a look. So this place definitely deserved more credit. It definitely deserves more. But there's something about this place. Don't know that there's crap everywhere. Yeah, it's a very long one. It's sad though, you know, someone's ripped it off the wall and dashed it through the banisters. I'm guessing it was upstairs. Or it could have been there actually. No, that was one. There's that one's for there. That's even a long radio. So if anyone can hear me, I was here a few weeks ago. Could you make a sound, move something? Even talk to me? Hey up. I've just heard a whistle. Yeah, someone's coming in. Someone's coming in. Hello? 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 I heard a whistle, people. I don't know if you heard that through here, but it sounded like it was outside. And then I heard something moving. It sounded like it was coming from the entrance. My adrenaline's pumping. Whew. If anyone's in this building with me and you can hear me talking, could make a sound close to where I am. Could you knock? It's like people that I'm trying to lift. Let's head back up. There's a horrible feeling of dread. The signal's still bad now, is it? I don't know, people, if it's improved or not. Lots better now, thank you. Ooh, the floorboards feel dodgy there. I'm just going to set up here. I leave my camera facing down this hall while I get some equipment out. Hopefully, let's see if we can get a reaction. What the hell was that? Might be everything's people, but I thought I heard something. people. That's a strange thing though, like a lot of people say it's true. Ghost hunters go out searching for ghosts and evidence of paranormal. But, you know, they get frit when something happens. You know, what human won't be frit about an unseen force doing something in the front of the very eyes? And the sound again. Don't like this, man. Freaky. Guys, I don't know if you can see, but I've put that red light. That's a static positive and negative ion detector. A bit further you might see the glisten of the antenna in the REM pod, but you'd only see that when it gets triggered. I put it further away because I don't want it to be interfered with by the live stream. Oh. I'll let them settle. Let's see if anyone wants to come forward while that's happening. And then we'll do some ghost box tests. We just don't know what we're going to expect in the location right there. So that colour change right there is on the static positive negative, and that's just calibrated itself. So it should just stay on green now unless something causes a static disturbance. What a wonky looking door frame. The whole property is wonky. You can't really tell on camera, but the floor, everything, you're walking in a straight line, you feel drunk. You're just going back and forth. And it's a very old build as well. Yeah, the walls, the ceilings, everything is scary, to be fair. That's one of the main concerns about properties like it. So if there's any spirits that can hear my voice, and in this house, there's a stairway just here as well. Hopefully don't come up these stairs, but come down the corridor. Make yourself known. Let's hear you. What part of the UK? Leicestershire, Midlands. Well, border Leicestershire. So I don't normally do lives, I normally go to locations, record, and then go through edits and make it into a video that's watchable. This is the third location I've been to tonight. The other two just wouldn't get signal. can hear the planes coming in real low. Let's have a look at the mode. That's UV. And anyone new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe, help us out. We do a lot of paranormal investigations throughout the whole of the UK. We've not been Ireland yet though. Yeah, it's loud, isn't it? I couldn't live in a building like this though with that noise. Could you show yourself at the end of the corridor, please? I bought a little something as well tonight, so where's it gone? There we go. So we do see something. Look at the green laser. So right, this device right here is a positive and negative ion static detector. That detects shifts in the static field. But right now it's sat at a positive, but if something goes near it and it creates a static charge, it will show a negative, which will be a red light. Just beyond that, somewhere around here, there's a REM pod. I pushed it furthest part from the camera as possible because obviously we're on a live feed. I don't want to be triggering it with the Wi-Fi connection, but just there is a REM pod. So it shouldn't go off. We rarely get our kit go off, to be fair. Rarely get any equipment go off. Right now, I'm starting to get a weird feeling on my right side. And I'm hearing sounds. I've just passed through Donington as well. Yeah, my first location weren't too far from Donington, but the signal was poor. I don't know if it's anything to do with the airport, but literally half hour ago I was in Donington. What was that? It's a weird sound. It sounded like someone flushed a chain. That's what I just heard. Halfway now. What's halfway, sorry? Wash the carpet. Yeah, someone's here. Someone's here. Fuck, man. Hello? Hello? Did you hear that? Did anyone hear that? Hello? I'm hearing movement around. I don't know if it's someone that just called out and no one's called out back, so I don't think no one messes with me, because I won't be happy if someone tries to do something silly like that. I'd rather someone just say, yeah, I'm here, what are you doing here, whatever. Right, near this step, you're about where the device is? See, I don't see nothing in front of me. You're freaking me out now, people. That glittery light, possibly, could be dust particles because it's a laser what's at the back wall. It might be that, could it be? I'm assuming it's quite dusty in here. Let me just try. I can hear noises again. Is it in that line there? Because that's me blowing smoke there. That could be, it could be dust particles it's hitting. Can you turn the laser off for a minute? Yes, I will do that. Last time I was here, I was joined by 4 other people. You spoke to us. Could you come forward and speak to me? Now I'm alone. I put 2 devices in the hallway. 2 boxes. One of them's got a green light. They both have metal antennas. Metal sticks, if you don't know what that is. Go over to one of the sticks, the antennas, and touch one if you could. It will let me know that you are here. I'm not here to cause any harm. I'm not here to cause any trouble. I'm here to talk to you and to hear your story. Yeah, it must have been dust then, guys. See, we debunked that together. So what happens, because the laser's so powerful and so bright, when a dust particle hits the beam, it illuminates. But I also like to use that laser so I can see if anything moves. So if something passes through it and it illuminates in a large form, then possibly it was something trying to manifest. I normally have a laser grid, but tonight I just didn't bring it along with me. A lot, you can see everything. But it gives you, it's strange because you're looking at the back wall with your eyes and you can just see all these little dots. Even though it's one laser, it kind of spreads. The reflection of it is loads of little ones. Could you knock for me if you can hear? I'm in this building. Could you knock? Creepy that. You had me worried for a second, you know. I was looking at the device with the green light and I was thinking, that's sat on a bunch of carpet. Are they seeing something I'm not? If you can hear my voice, could you touch that box I've placed at the bottom of the corridor? Push it over. No worries. Oh, it is freaky. It's more freaky being alone because you just don't know. Anything could happen. And if something did happen, like, you know, some major paranormal activity, you just don't know how you're going to react because you're already on edge. So, people, should I get the spirit box out in the Faraday pouch? I won't cry, but I would be like, my adrenaline would be that high, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, I don't know. Well, you might see. I don't have another phone. I did have, I used to carry the S10 with me as well. I used to use a thermal on that because I've got a thermal camera that plugs into the S10. It's a hunting camera, but it's really like crisp graphics. It ain't like one of them handheld thermals. It can see everything, this thermal. But with this modern phone, it hasn't had an update to, you can't connect it through the app. So I'm gonna have to get myself another S10 just so I can use the thermal. Let's hear the sounds then. That's something moving. Quite loud as well. It is a shame. I will get it back up and running because this thermal camera cost me like £400 and I only used it a handful of times. Yeah, there we go. Let's do some Mission Impossible. Hello? 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 So I'm hearing sounds to my right. I'm just going to check it out, people. And you're coming with me. Hello? I don't know where it's coming from. It might be up there. Don't know where it's coming from, but I'm definitely hearing sounds. I don't know where that sound's come from. Could be rodents, I don't know. Put that back there. Let's put it back a little bit. I'm going to get the spirit box out now, people. Hopefully the lady of the house wants to speak. That duvet is creepy. The whole place is creepy. You got weird feelings. And occasionally you have this like a goosebump feel on one side of your body. Then you start hearing sounds, and it's like, is that something? So I'm currently getting the ghost box up and running. Right, can you hear that, people? Is that loud enough? Right, I'm going to change it to...
Scanning AM.
We turn it up. Faraday. Sure, it's gonna flicker down there. It's in the Faraday pouch. Ghost box is in the Faraday pouch, sealed. I'll just leave it on the floor, right in front of us. Can anybody hear me in this house? It's a lady here. The lady that communicated last time I was here, is she with us now? I'm Jamie. Can you tell me your name? Do you live in this house? I was here a few weeks ago with Mike, Neil and Stu. You spoke to us. I just heard a female voice then, but it weren't very loud. You said you wanted us to leave. Would you like me to leave now? Just want to know your story. Was this your home? Does anyone have any questions in the chat? I can call out. Ooh! Did you see that? I've just seen a bat. It just flew in and flew out. Is the lady still residing here? Do you still walk around? If so, speak to us. Bloody scared me. I'm flying in. The bats are really quiet though, that's the thing. They just come up on you. Do you have children? Just a quick yes or no. This is what it is, guys. This is real paranormal. There's nothing happening. There's nothing happening, and all of a sudden something could be real quick, and then all of a sudden you've got all your attention. Is your husband with you? Are you alone? Yeah, that's another plane. It scared me at first because I couldn't quite hear it because of the ghost box, and then all of a sudden it overpowered it. Probably just took off from where you are now. I ain't too far from Donington still. Do you enjoy being here? Can you remember the day you moved in? Or did you help build this place? What about the poor boy that drowned in the river out back? Do you remember him? Young worker. It would be amazing, yeah. Definitely. So the bloody signal kept up. I just heard a male's voice. Who's the male? what it's all about, Susan. I might be bricking it, but to try and bring you all real evidence. Sick of these TV shows that just show nothing but fakery. I do vape, and I used to take part in a lot of scrying. I used to try out a lot of scrying, with the smoke scrying and the fire scrying, the water scrying, even Black Mirror scrying. But I've tried to pull away from that a bit. It's because it can bring a lot of negativity towards you. But if you do vape yourself, if you put in a dark room or a dark background, piece of, like a curtain or a dark sheet, blow the smoke and then take as many pictures as you can, flick through them, but before you've taken the pictures, ask for a message, ask for something, what you're looking for. So could you tell me a number or how many people are with me, and then blow the smoke, take pictures, take pictures, and then you look through the pictures, and you do get some really unique shapes within that smoke. They look like numbers, sometimes faces. But you can get a bit too obsessed with it. If you get too obsessed with it, it becomes dangerous, mainly to the mind. And when you've got a twisted, sick mind, that's when evil energies can then start to plague you. That's my experience anyway. So you've got to think positive. Yes, it does. Yeah, the lungs and coat. There's another way you can do it. Josh sticks, if you are happy to burn incense. Yeah, definitely Midlands. Right, I'm cutting the spirit box because I'm hearing sound, but it's hard to distinguish where the sounds are coming from. I'm going to cut the spirit box. Oh, it's a relief when that spirit box goes out and you can start to hear again. It's a bit of a relief. I'm just going to pop it back. Hopefully something comes running up the corridor at the same time. But yeah, Midlands, Leicester, that's where I was raised. But now I live on the border of Derby. I live near Castle Donington, to be fair, not too far. It's beautiful up there, up this end anyway. Dad still lives in the city, he still lives in Leicester. But I can't do it, it's too much for me, there's too much drama. No, I don't live Derby. I live close by to the Derbyshire border, so still in Leicestershire. And yeah, where are you? Who says that here? Yeah, Black Mirror scrying is scary. I got to a point, because when I first moved up the area I was in, I'm always looking for like a spiritual connection with things. So I met some people through the job I was in, and they was Wiccans, pagans. And they were telling me, I need to call out to Pan, I need to worship Pan, the god of nature. So I went really deep into like the pagan side of things and trying out different witchcraft methods. And I used to sleep facing a huge black scry mirror. So because I wanted a connection with something, I wanted to know there's something more. But then I started having nightmares and lots of weird stuff happened. And we had things in the flat which my partner weren't happy with. So I decided I've got to get rid of all that. That's not the way I want to find the paranormal. Because it just messes with your head more than anything. Yeah, just be careful with it all, because my experience, I do believe, there's a lot of people that say, there's no such thing as demonic spirits and things like that, but I believe there's a lot more to the paranormal than we believe. It's not just human. Yeah. There was a point before YouTube, before we decided to put out a few EVPs when we started YouTube, I used to have EVP recorders in the flat where we was living, and we had a newborn baby, and we heard an old lady talking about the baby, like a whispering voice speaking about the baby while the baby was asleep. And that was, I used to play the EVP out, so when I used to have it on record while we all went to sleep, and I used to stop the record when we woke up. And that was really freaky, because then I knew something was not only in the house, but it was attracted to the baby. Yeah, there's definitely a lot. But to me, this ain't everyone's cup of tea, but to me, I like to read biblical scriptures. I'm reading the Bible just for the fact that there's got to be something true to it all. You know, when you get all these people, you know, demonic, you know, there's demonic things happening. Well, if there's demonics, there's got to be angelic, angels. And if there's angels, there's got to be a creator to both. And the creator is a God. You can't deny a God if you believe in the devil, you believe in demons, you believe in angels. So there's got to be something more to it. Arching his back, like someone was rubbing his back. Yeah, it's very scary. There's a lot more than what we can explain. They definitely can harm. I seen a video Susie put out a few days ago, brilliant edit video when she was describing her experiences with the paranormal. She believes that they can't hurt you. And I think that's kind of you shouldn't really say they can't hurt you, because just because you've not had an experience with the bad side of it yet, you don't want to encourage it. Depending on your mindset, and Susie's quite a happy, you know, boyish type of being. She's a happy being, so she's attracting the positive, but it can turn negative. It's all energy. That's what it all is. There's good and there's bad everywhere you go. Yeah, definitely. I definitely believe you can be watched over. But there's one thing we all have in common, and the one thing we'll all experience, and that is death itself. And that to me is scary. Even though I chase the paranormal, I'm scared of that after. That's why I want to know what it is. I want to know more about it. It's just one of them things. I think humans, it's in our nature to understand things. So right now, I'm looking at this corridor. I'm not seeing much going on. I still have a feeling that there's something watching, but it don't feel like it's down the corridor. To me, it feels like I'm being watched from this doorway here. I keep hearing slight sounds. But I'll just keep it down there because the devices are down there and you just don't know. I'd like to talk to my mum. I think that's why I'm so intrigued. To be fair, I was massive on the spirit box communication. All the time. I was obsessed, and when my gran passed away, I was trying to communicate with her all the time. And I did get what I believed was Nan. Speak to me, and she even asked how Dad was. But then, as the years passed on, I don't know if it was Nan. Because like I was saying about the energies and the spirits, I can hear something. Hello? If you can hear me, just knock. I've just stood up, I stretched my legs, otherwise if anything happens I'm gonna have to be crawling out of here. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. They can sometimes pretend to be someone you know. And that's, I was watching a documentary, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he was talking, it was actually a priest who was talking, and he was saying how these spirits, when you're born, they're assigned to you. And they're assigned to you to follow you throughout your life. And then when, say, like a loved one passes away, they have been, the spirits that have been following that loved one, they know every single secret, every single conversation, and they keep all this stored up. They don't have to think about things or write things down. It's just there. And what they do, when loved ones try to communicate with them, they then use them memories from that loved one to pretend, to imitate and pretend to be that loved one to gain your trust. And when I heard that, I thought, you know what, that sounds like possibly how it is. If there's something evil out there, that's a perfect way to gain someone's trust, to pretend to be the loved one that you're grieving for. It's very creepy, man. It's very creepy. Right, I'm going to get my stuff. I'm going to walk down the corridor. Let's head down. As I don't like to sit in the same position for too long. And I've been sat here for a while now. So as my hand's shaking, like literally, just got up and I can't move. Oh. I know any of you are tall people, but when you're very tall, you kneel for too long, your body starts to seize up. Didn't think this one too good, did I? Oh. No, I'm just going to pop this back in its bag. Sorry, people, if it's bouncing about a lot. I'll sit it there for a minute. One thing would say to people, I would say don't bring this kind of stuff home with you. As in, don't use devices to try and communicate at your home. Because once you're opening yourself to communicate in your house, you kind of beacon, you're a beacon. I see it's like a lighthouse in the dark. The last thing you want is to draw unknown energies to where you're living. Because you don't know what's going to come and you don't know what will stay. Because the paranormal is very real. The spiritual realms are very real. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd love that. Little chat night. But the thing with that, I don't like to tell too many people my belief in it, my understanding of it, because everyone's different. But my paranormal belief and experiences are very religious based. It's got a lot darker down. A lot darker. If you can hear me, could you knock like this? Right, people, I know you've been with me for a long time tonight. I appreciate it. Really do. I've got work in the morning. I've got work in the morning. Well, not in the morning, I've got work in tomorrow. I'm going to get home, have a wash, and hopefully get over this allergy. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate your patience. I know that I've moved around a lot of areas tonight trying to find a location for us all. Do you want to see a graveyard quickly? Let me show you a graveyard. Look for a creepy graveyard where I've actually had activity. Let me move that to the side. Good night. I'm going to walk over to a graveyard. I'll show you a graveyard. Keep it on me for a second because you ain't seeing much anyway there. It's the house. It really was creepy. It freaked me out. I'm not a massive fan of alone paranormal investigations. I do go to them, obviously. I was out tonight. Very rare though, because normally being alone you get more activity. Strangely, I don't know if the spirits feel more active because there's less energies about, there's less bodies, or they're just picking up on your nervousness. So I wouldn't mind investigating alone. A paid venue, that would be cool. Like the Four Crosses Inn or the Ancient Ram Inn. I wouldn't mind investigating one of them alone, but I don't see myself doing that alone because I'm paying for it. I might as well investigate it with Dad. He's just as much as Parabugs as I am. And Dad, he doesn't have much fear. Safe travel home. Yeah, I'm just gonna go into a graveyard if you're still with us. It's just across the road, and in this graveyard I had something make a sound like I don't know if it was a growl or bloody hell, I broke my ankle then. I don't know if it was a growl, but when I did an investigation here I heard some strange sounds in the graveyard. It made me really, really on edge. How often do I go out exploring? As often as I can, but my job's quite long, so I do 8 nights in a row. I'll have one night off, then I'm back in for one night, and then I'll have like 5 off or 6 off, then I'll be back in for 6, then it'll just repeat like that. So a lot of the time when I have got some time off, I've got to try and squeeze in obviously activities with the children, taking them places, enjoying time with the children, and then squeezing the paranormal in between that. Like now I'm doing the paranormal in the house what I've just been in, and when I get home I'll be getting ready, for bed, waking up, ready for work. So it's hard, but I want to give my kids everything I can give them, so I'll put in the hours. But I do enjoy the paranormal. It's one of my only things I really enjoy, even though it's one of the scariest things you can do, in my eyes anyway. The scariest things you can do, but at the same time you want that evidence. Yeah, I'll show you that graveyard now if you're still with us. Flow. Let's go through this gate. There we go. Try and get that power up. I'm just lighting it up a bit. I'm putting full power on this light. A lot of these headstones were overgrown. This is the actual graveyard I was in when I bumped into someone sleeping in the doorway the first time I came here. We'll just walk around and then I'll be off. Very spooky place though. It's starting to get foggy as well, that's a scary sign. I can hear crows. It's hard to see when the fog's coming in. I can hear an alarm. I do believe ghosts can hang around in graveyards. You might not want to let go, or it might be a spirit connected to someone else that was buried in that graveyard. You just don't know. But I've had a lot of activity in graveyards. There's lots of possibilities on why someone might linger by. You know, if I lost someone and I knew where they were buried and I came to the burial every day and I cried and mourned for them, will my energy, when I pass, stay at that grave? Or could it be a kind of like a stone tape theory? Here's the thing, a theory what I came to before. I mentioned it to Dad, but he didn't quite grasp it. Could you be more than one spirit? And my meaning behind that is, if I had a strong connection with something, and I had, a lot of energy towards that connection, for whatever reason, sadness or anger, and then I passed away in a different location years later, could that energy hold in that first location of the anger and all that, the pain and whatever, what was connected to that first location, as well as my spirit that passed away where my body is in the current place? So therefore you would have an intelligent spirit at the location you died, as well as a residual spirit, a stone tape theory spirit, at another location. Let me know if that's something you believe. Bloody hell. Sorry, I mean to say hell in the graveyard, I apologise. That got me, that. Yeah, stone tape theory, recording of what you did at a specific time. But then does that mean that you also could have a ghost at another location? Say if, like when you see people see soldiers, like Roman soldiers marching and stuff, that spirit, what's being seen marching, they was on the way to a location, possibly on the way to where they died. Could that residual of them walking from location be separated from their spirit of where they died? That intelligent spirit, where they dropped on the ground. The stone tape theory, does that mean that they're an intelligent life form? I don't think they are. I think you could have more than one spirit. That's the paranormal world for us. We just don't know these things. These are all theories. Yeah, one is just a recording, one is intelligent. Yeah, it's the same being with two separate types of spirits. I 100% believe that. I was talking to Dad about it, a couple of days ago, and he couldn't grasp it. He's like, how can you have a spirit here and a spirit there? But I was trying to explain to him, one of them's a recorded emotion. One of them's not actually you, as in an intelligent spirit. Where you die, maybe months later, years later, you could die in another city, and your spirit be in that other city, as well as the recording stone tape theory in the place that people see you as well. It's just mad to think And could you have more than one stone tape theory? Could there be more than one spirit? I'm sure there is. And I'm sure people have had their experience when they have experiences with like let me turn this off. Like queens, you know, old queens and old kings of old times and stuff. And yeah, I believe it's possible. I 100% believe it works in that way of some type. Alright, I'm gonna get back in the Porsche. Can't show the Porsche for safety reasons. Just gonna make the that's the security up door. Don't want to damage the Porsche. It's almost like you're a photo in time. Yes, exactly. Like in, I don't know, however long I've got left, I might pass away a couple of miles away. Someone might see my spirit there, and I might be seen in this farmhouse I've just seen, sat at the end of the corridor, because I had a lot of emotion tonight. Oh, damn. Right, thoughts on black people having access to clean drinking water? I think they shouldn't. Wow, that's your thought there, mate. Not a nice thing to say. Not a nice thing to say. Right, well, right, I'm off to bed. Safe drive home. Good night, everyone. Yeah, good night, everyone. Thank you if you followed the live. I apologise, I couldn't get the signal on the first location and the second location. But yeah, we got to the third location. We did what we did. Thank you all for coming in. Hopefully you'll see us on another investigation, and keep out for the end of the month. We're going to do something really cool. Hopefully you'll all enjoy it, and hopefully it'll bring some good content. See you soon, and good night. There we go.